Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I just wanted to talk about the topic of productivity and procrastination because I get asked quite a lot, like how do I manage to do everything that I need to do in my life, because obviously I have a full-time job, I have a CFA preparation, and I also am trying to create these videos. So I need to make sure that I manage my time quite effectively. However, I procrastinate quite a lot, and this is the thing that I've always tried to get rid of, because I would always wait until the last minute to, I don't know, prepare for the exam or to do some job task, or just in general to go clean the kitchen. I would wait until it's too late and then I would only do it then. So I was reading and researching of basically why people procrastinate and how to get rid of it, and how to get better. Obviously, no one can be a 100% working robot who can do everything on time and spend like every second productively. However, when I just realized what are the main reasons of procrastination and how to tackle those issues, it made my life quite a lot easier. So I just wanted to share it with you in case it will be useful as well. So in general, there are three main kind of reasons or like things that causes procrastination. I'm gonna name all three of them now straight away, and then I'll give you some details how I would deal with each one of them separately. So the three main reasons are is that the task that you need to do is too difficult. The second reason is that you put too many tasks on your schedule and you thought you could achieve a lot more, but in general there are just so many tasks there. And the third reason is that you don't understand why you need to do a certain task or project. So the first one I think is the one that I am facing quite a lot. So when the task is too difficult, I just don't do it at all, because whenever I think of it, my brain is like, no, I have no idea how to tackle this problem or how to find a solution for this project. So I'm not gonna do it at all. And it just is like such a huge burden on you that you need to do. And you know that there is a deadline by when you need to submit the task or finish the project, but you keep delaying it because you don't even know where to start. And this burden keeps growing more and more and more until you just can't do anything else, because you just keep thinking about this project, but you can't also start doing it because you just have no idea how to do it. So what I usually do is I try to break this huge project in like very small pieces. Obviously, I think it might not always be doable, but at least you can split it in two, or like find some smaller parts of the project that you know how to do, because it's always the most difficult part of any project is to begin and find out the path. Once you start doing little piece by little piece, you get into the mood of doing this first, and you will understand that it's not that scary, and you will find a way how to actually deal with this problem. And once you created this say 10 little tasks, once you do first, second, third, you already kind of can even imagine what to do for the next ones, and they'll just keep rolling easier and easier. And also a good idea is to try and delegate some of these tasks if you can do it, if there are resources or other people that can help you with it. So for example, once I had to work on a project at my job, and it was like really big. So again, I delayed it until like the very last minute. And then I was like, okay, I need to create an idea, I need to test it, I need to write a plan of how to implement it for all of us. And I just asked my colleague to help me with the testing phase, because it would work so much quicker. And also it's easier to do it in pairs, because you can test the ideas and give the feedback to each other. If you can delegate it completely, like some tasks of, I don't know, writing up your notes after you found something, like you can just do a voice recording of whatever your ideas came to, and then someone will just type it for you. So try to break it in small pieces. If you can delegate some of these pieces, amazing. If not, still doing smaller pieces is always easier. And also there is this mentality that when you put a tick next to some little project, it still gives you the satisfaction and gives you some endorphins to your brain that, okay, I'm doing it, and then you will be more enthusiastic to keep doing it further ahead. The second issue that can cause procrastination is that you have too many things to do. Some people suffer from this a lot. I sometimes do this mistake as well, so that like I would put 10 projects on my list, and then I would also add like, oh, I want to study this, and then I want to learn this, I also want to create the video, I want to prepare for my exam, and like there's just so much. So when you open your tasks for the day or for the week, it just feels like an army of people wouldn't be able to do it. So obviously your brain starts to putting you into the mode where like, no, we're not doing this because there's no way we can finish all of these tasks. And then it doesn't even want to start. So what I usually do is, when I realize that I'm so underwater and there are so many things to do and there's just no way to do them, I would do the audit first and I would check, do I actually need this task or project or thing right now? And can I do it? Like, is it possible to do it in general? Like, anyone can say, oh, I want to, I don't know, earn $1 million. But can you actually do it? If not, then there's no point to have this task or whatever in your to-do list for a week or so, because it's unachievable. Again, if you want to earn $1 million, break it in smaller parts and do it like $10,000 at a time. And then also check if these tasks are actually easy, because sometimes we want to think like, oh, we can do anything, and we would think, oh, this will take me 10 minutes, this will take me 10 minutes, this will take me 10 minutes, when in reality this project can take like an hour. So obviously you want to do a lot of things in a day, but sometimes you overestimate how much you can do and you can't finish them on time. So I would always check if I put the timings correct next to the things that I want to do and if they are viable or not. And then one more thing that you always need to check is are you actually like in the right mind and condition to do so, to do some projects? Because sometimes what happens is that we get in this mood of constantly doing something, and you think it's like mental or emotional work. And you think, because it's like, oh, it's an easy, like, create a plan of, I don't know, YouTube videos. It's easy, I can do it in 15 minutes, and then you would put another task after that, but it actually makes you tired. So like, I sometimes think like, oh, it's just a mental work, it doesn't require that much energy, but in reality it actually does. And it doesn't matter if it's mental or physical work, you still get tired, and you still need to be sure that you have the resources and the energy to pull the tasks off. So check if you can do it, and if you feel like you're burnt out or if you're too exhausted, make sure you always get some time for yourself, because you can, again, we are not robots, we cannot work 20 hours a day, 7 days a week. It's impossible. Like, we will get to this point of tiredness where you literally just don't want anything. You don't want any results of your work because you're just so tired, physically and mentally both, even if you're doing just like mental projects. So if you feel exhausted, give yourself a break, and after that you'll be able to actually finish your work quicker and easier, and it won't feel like you're gonna die because you have to finish all of them in time. The third thing, you procrastinate quite a lot, and this happens to me at my job sometimes when I just don't understand why I need to do this project in general. And again, with job it's a little bit difficult because you have to do it because this is your job. But if you feel the same way about some of your home problems or your extra side hustles or your extra business jobs, check if it's urgent and important. So usually you can classify all of your tasks into important and urgent, important, not urgent, not important, urgent, and not important and not urgent. So if it's the last one, so if something is not important and is not urgent, however it's on your task, just get rid of it. You don't really need it, you put it there for the sake of like listing something. You know, some people, they literally carry a task from one day to another, but if it's not important for you and it's not urgent, there's no point doing it. If it's something important but not urgent, if there is a chance, try to delegate it or try to swap it with someone. So for example, I hate cleaning and I hate cooking. So like, if you can get a cleaner or some person who can cook food for you, perfect. If you can order takeaway, amazing. I would rather order takeaway and then spend this 2 hours doing something that I like, either studying or creating a new project. But you won't spend your energy. It's not even, I think, the time, it's the energy, because when I clean or like when I cook, it drains the energy out of me. I just don't want to do anything after that. So if I can order a takeaway, perfect. I'm also quite lucky because my boyfriend loves to cook, so he cooks quite a lot of time at home, so I don't need to. Again, I'm not saying that I'm not cooking all the time. Sometimes I actually have the mood for it, but I don't want to feel obligated to cook every day, and just knowing that, oh no, I have to finish work and then go to shop, buy products, and then cook. It's just too much for me. So if you can, if it's important but it's not urgent, try to delegate it. And then start with obviously with the tasks that are important and urgent. So list them like the top priorities of the day. And also there is a theory that you should only have 3 main tasks for the day, because more than 3 you can't really grasp those things in like your focus. So you should have 3 main projects for the day, or 3 main tasks. Start with them, and then obviously go to the ones that are not important but are still urgent. In this way, you do the tasks which are more important for you rather than the ones that are easier for you to do. So obviously, I don't know, if you have like a brainstorming of ideas, you need to do it straight away because it's the most important thing. But because your brain would be looking for excuses, it will try to do something, I need to reply to this email, or I need to check this article, when it's not that important as the main project of your life or like your job at the moment. So always prioritize 3 things, do them, and then keep on going to the other tasks. So this is what I usually do. I always create a list. I do 3 main things that I definitely need to finish today, and then I can move on to the other things as well. And again, check your mood and check your resources, because we are all humans and we can't really work 24/7, and whoever says they can, they're lying. So I hope this was a little bit helpful. So please let me know if you have any other ideas, like how to deal with procrastination and why it actually happens, because again, I am very guilty of procrastinating a lot, especially when it comes to my studies. But again, if I know why I'm doing something, it's easier for me to actually persuade myself to go and do it. Thank you. Bye bye.